I had to make a bomb, Morty. I had to create a bomb.
What? A bomb?
I'm gonna drop it down there. Get a whole fresh start. Create a whole fresh start.
That's absolutely crazy.
Come on, Morty. Just take it easy, Morty. It's gonna be good.
Guys, I decided it's time for a fresh start. I'm gonna be going back and covering every episode of Rick and Morty Season 1 and Season 2 while we wait for Season 4, unless you guys decide that's a horrible idea and give me something better to do, in which case I'll do whatever the hell you say. Make sure you subscribe to Universe for more on your favorite comic books, TV shows, and movies. Now, let's break down Rick and Morty Season 1, Episode 1, the pilot. Most people know that Rick and Morty was heavily inspired by a Justin Roiland-created cartoon called The Real Adventures of Doc and Marty. In case you're unfamiliar with it, basically Marty has some problems that Doc solves by having Marty lick his balls.
The only way to fix our time travel car. You have to lick my balls, Marty. The saliva needs to be warm and fresh, and it must be administered by your tongue, Marty.
But I don't understand how that would work, Doc. I'm confused.
Marty, trust me.
The time travel origins have lived on in the time travel stuff box on the shelf in Rick's garage, and also balls have stayed a major theme in the series. My favorite scenes in this episode consist of the disobedient horse, the creature that defies all logic, the fast-aging alien, Glenn's death,
Shut up! Glenn's bleeding to death!
Jerry's line about retirement homes,
mentally scar the Boy Scouts every Christmas.
What does that mean?
It's personal.
and Rick talking shit about the education system.
Guy up front says 2 + 2, the people in the back say 4. It's not a place for smart people, Jerry.
He's not wrong, but then using his dead wife as a mechanism to distract his daughter from the fact that he's keeping Morty out all night.
You really made the crap out of those eggs. I wish your mother was here to eat them.
Oh, Dad.
What? For real?
Morty's room shows that he's a kid that just likes science and sci-fi generically. Magnets, beakers, a cosmic carpet, and a banner that says science. He has a Darth Vader poster sitting like Buddha and what looks to be an Obi-Wan action figure on his headboard. And a picture and figure of Gigantor from Tetsujin 28 Go. Rick's spaceship is a hack job that he put together in Beth's garage. Trash can thrusters, duct tape flashlight high beams, a sail, and of course the bumper stickers, the fission symbol, Glorio 86B, and I Dick Schleemies. I know I Dick Schleemies. The intro sequence itself brings an homage of Twilight Zone with abstract items floating around. Instead of E = MC squared, they have 3 + 3 = 6. I mean, I guess it's still math. Morty's face coming off seems like an homage to the 1973 Westworld, in which a robot Yul Brynner loses his face. In a scene from a later episode, Rick is seen holding an original Nintendo game cartridge, and finally in a scene that didn't make it into the show, they're being chased in the spaceship by a giant Cthulhu because they have a baby Cthulhu riding with them. Cthulhu is an all-powerful ancient alien created by H.P. Lovecraft and is said to be currently sleeping under the Pacific Ocean. Morty's dream sequence seems to be a ruined version of the Schoolhouse Rock multiplication video. Like all the numbers just fell down. We see a bunch of recurring bit characters for the first time in this episode. The big head kid with the Simpsons Season 1 Bart Simpson t-shirt with the coloration of Skeeter from Doug, the Greeby Bobe who kinda looks like Kermit the Frog, and a bunch of Tuskfish. When Rick freezes Frank Palicki, he seems to be using a sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who, and when Frank falls over and shatters, it reminds me of the T-1000 doing the same thing in Terminator 2.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Universe 35C seems to be full of Dr. Seuss-like houses and butt creatures. Also balls. The Megatrees have balls. The grappling boots might be an homage to Spock's boots from Star Trek, or the 2015 Nikes from Back to the Future.
There were a lot of attractive women there, Morty, and they all wanted time with me. I had a lot of fun with a lot of young ladies.
Rick coming back and talking about being the only old person in the future seems kinda like a Futurama episode called The Late Philip J. Fry. Professor Bender and Fry go to the year 50 million. The gradual shrinking of the Y chromosome leads to less males until they become scarce, and males are highly prized.
The GLARP zone is for flarping and unflarping only.
The GLARP zone for flarping and unflarping only might be a reference to Airplane.
Don't tell me which zone is for stopping and which zone is for loading.
And there are quite a few Easter eggs in the intergalactic customs scene. This is like a Where's Waldo alien silhouette game. I see Tom Servo, Crow T Robot and Gypsy from Mystery Science Theater, Big Bird, Snuffleupagus, a Xenomorph from the Aliens franchise, a Space Invaders alien, Ignignokt the Moonanite from Aqua Teen Hunger Force,
I am Ignignokt, and this is
a prawn from District 9, and maybe the Iron Giant? I haven't seen the movie in 20 years, but watching that Superman clip from Iron Giant made me cry anyway. Superman. Later, we see silhouettes of Beefcake the Mighty and Odorous Arungus from Gwar. Rick and Morty are standing in line with a Ferengi at Customs, and when they start running from the Gronflamites, who happen to have 3 pairs of balls, they pass an R2-D2 trash can, a space McDonald's, and this isn't a reference, but these blobs are wearing fanny packs.
Oh, hell no, dog. You know me, I'm just trying to...
The alien on this ad looks a lot like Mutant Tony from Total Recall. Rick and Morty approach an obvious reference to Stargate, and while Rick tries to make it work, an alien gets caught in Morty's rogue laser beams, and we hear a Wilhelm scream. In case you don't know, the Wilhelm scream is kind of an in-joke for sound designers. It's a stock Warner Brothers sound effect from the 1950s, and it was popularized because of this. Okay, that's all the references I've found, but a couple of afterthoughts. Rick opens one mega fruit. It has 2 seeds in it, and each are almost as big as the fruit itself. There's not enough room for 2 seeds in that one fruit. It defies logic. The tuskfish who is smoking the hookah that Morty breathes in to create the fast-aging alien might have gotten his hookah from this vending machine in the previous scene. Time travel is not a respected narrative device by the creators of this show.
Time travel is a real shark jumper.
Yes, it is.
But Rick definitely uses his portal gun to time travel.
I went into a future dimension with such advanced medicine that they had broken leg serum at every corner drugstore.
He stayed so long in the other dimension, his portal gun lost power. In later episodes of Rick and Morty, going to different universes doesn't actually change the time that you're at that universe. But in this episode, it does. So there is time travel in Rick and Morty. Also, Adult Swim, after this episode came out, released a deleted scene called Dinosaur.
You don't want to move that box too close to the other thing.
Okay, Rick, I'll just move the other thing then.
No, Morty, don't!
What?
Now you made a dinosaur, Morty. I told you not to touch that thing, and then you went ahead and you made a dinosaur.
What? I made a dinosaur?
You made a dinosaur.
Oh, I made a dinosaur.
Oh, Morty, what did you think was going to happen, Morty? That thing makes dinosaurs when you touch it, Morty.
I made a dinosaur.
We've got a dinosaur running around here. You know, I asked you to help me out of my lab, and you went and you made a dinosaur, Morty.
What are we gonna
Morty.
do?
What did you think was gonna happen, Morty?
No.
Okay, good, it ran away, Morty. You know, that could have gotten a lot worse than it did, Morty. That could have gotten a lot more out of hand.
That's all that I found. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments below or on Twitter at Buddy Hutton. This has been out for a long time, so I'm sure everybody has some cool ideas, so I really actually want to talk about this because I'm as nerdy about this show as you are. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you.